Hi and welcome to FabParks. Today we are in Six Flags Magic Mountain. 43 attractions, out of which 20 coasters, the kind of ratio that I like. We're gonna have a really quick montage and footage of all the highlights, and then at the end of the video I'll kind of wrap up a review to see what it's on offer and why it's worth visiting this park. But in the meantime, please subscribe. X2, the 4D coaster by Aerodynamics. You can find one in every single Six Flags. Controlled spinning for this wing coaster. Viper, old but still interesting by Vekoma. Tatsu, flying B&M coaster, which is super smooth and looks much taller than what it is because it's placed on top of a hill. Breathtaking views guaranteed. Apocalypse is the wooden coaster where probably the theming is more interesting than the coaster itself. West Coast Racers, launch, dueling and super fun. Wonder Woman is the new single rail by RMC. Definitely an interesting layout, super weird train, and the color scheme, well, it's a mech coaster. Justice League, it's a shooting dark ride, interesting pre-show, and then it's a shooting dark ride. Riddler's Revenge stand-up coaster by B&M, it's intense but also so uncomfortable. "400 feet drop tower," nothing else to say. Twisted Colossus, RMC, hybrid and dueling, and the same train goes around the blue and the green track, or none of them if you get an evac. Scream, a floorless B&M coaster, and well, it's really intense. Goliath, a mega coaster which is tall, fast, and probably underrated. Full Throttle, a launch, a lot of speed, and lots of surprises along the track. Four of us visiting and each one of us voted for the top 5. We blended all the votes together and here is the outcome. In the 5th place, Goliath, the Hyper Coaster. In the 4th place, West Coast Racers, the Dueling. 3rd place, Tatsu, the Flying B&M. 2nd place, actually it's a tie. 3rd place, both Full Throttle and Twisted Colossus, but because it's my channel, the winner is Twisted Colossus. Worth mentioning that Batman and Superman were closed and X2 and Wonder Woman are not in the top 5. And so here is the end of the day at Six Flags, and what to say? Well, if you love a roller coaster, this is your heaven. There is a lot, they are intense, they are unusual. For example, B&M standing up, the flying one, floorless, and then RMC, the hybrid, the single rail, and then launch dueling. There is quite a lot. There are also some flat rides. There is a small kiddie area, but the coaster is the reason to come here. There are a lot, they are unusual, and they are fun. We also had an evacuation on Twisted Colossus, but generally speaking, it was a really fun day, especially because I really love roller coaster. The only thing to say, the park was open from 10:30 until 6 p.m. and everything was walk on train, but we struggled to do every single attraction. So I would imagine that during a busy day, during the weekend, you really need to select what you want to do, because you're never gonna make it on every single attraction. But as said, if you love a roller coaster, at least once in your lifetime, you should come here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe.